Oh my goodness. Greetings, friends. I hope
Salutations.
everybody's okay. I am here tonight with John and Xavier.
Hello, hello.
Dennis will not be
Mega
joining us
dildos.
tonight as he has his daughter's birthday. So I was just noticing as we were chatting about, absolutely nothing that
Speaking of which, what we just chatting about, there's fucking Zach, who is a quintessential go away and come back, and you're always happy to see him back. I haven't
always,
seen
yeah,
Zach
Zach
in
is
a
a
long
perfect
time.
example of
Welcome
that.
back, everybody.
Yeah, we were just talking about people that come and
Hey,
go
hey,
out of
hey,
our
Autobot. How's it going, bro?
gunk lives. Okay, so Miss Beaverhausen was just mentioning.
Leverhausen!
Oh my God, shush. Beaverhausen was just mentioning any news on Robin. So would you be quiet? I saw a few Reddit threads today that believe her cancer has returned. So I was reading that as we were just getting ready to go on air, and I decided to go look on Reddit to see what they had to say so that let me share this really quickly so that we can talk about it right now and then we'll start the show. Okay, so on Reddit it says Robin's cancer might be back. During today's show, they briefly discussed a medical concern Robin had told her friends and Howard about. I assumed it was COVID, but thought it was odd she wouldn't outright say it. A few minutes later, Howard is ranting about Mark David Chapman and says, I wish God would take the cancer from my sweet Robin and give it to him. A slip of the tongue, I assume, hoping the best for America's newswoman. Now, I did not hear this, I wish God would take the cancer from my sweet Robin and give it to him portion of this. I know that they were talking kind of weirdly coded about her doing something crazy over the holiday this
Yes,
year.
they tried to Wally Joyner it up with that. I heard that too. I heard
Totally.
5 minutes of the show.
Well, enjoyed it. So yeah, so I don't know what the
We don't
story
know what we
is.
don't know.
We don't know what we don't know. So
The,
yeah,
the, the,
Robin has lost 50 pounds. And again, don't forget when Robin did have cancer, she tried everything to not have Western medicine be the way she wound up getting cured. So
Right.
who knows what Robin
well, that's
does.
the problem with a show that goes out of their way to fucking lie to the audience or be deceitful. I mean, cancer is a scary disease and we all respect people's privacy. But when you just go out of your way for like half a decade to hide the fact that your co-host is not even physically in the studio and you
Yeah.
make up some cockamamie excuse after excuse
Yes.
that I don't blame people on Reddit for assuming
Listen,
that this
you
shit's
know,
coming because we won't know either way because they're
the
just
show that wished cancer on so
Yeah.
many people, the show that wished
yeah,
AIDS
yeah,
on children, the show that, just hated on everyone. I don't I
just
don't feel
vile
for them.
shit.
I mean, if we found out tomorrow that she was dying, would I feel bad? I probably would because this has been
She's a
something
human being, of course. I mean,
that's
shit.
part of our lives, and
Cancer's
I
a
don't wanna see anybody die,
cancer's a
and
horrible disease.
should
Nobody
I.
deserves that shit. Nobody.
Of
But
course.
but at the
So
same
it
time,
is
when
what it
you
is, you
But
know?
Xavier's right. This show is like the Kevin Garnett of
it
crying
is so
Timberwolf,
disingenuous
and
about
you don't believe
and
anything they
and
say
and think
anymore.
about the okay. Listen, it's their own private life. They can do what the fuck they want. But think of the good this could have done to help other people fighting cancer. If you
Never.
knew, hey,
No.
this famous person has
It's
it,
a good
she's
point.
fighting it, she's not giving up, all this other stuff. But instead, they hide it, and then she comes up with some cockamamie bullshit book that acts like some snake oil remedy for whatever the fuck she had, when in fact it was just modern medicine that saved her. You know how many
Monique,
people
how much
go?
you suppose the
I listen.
112
I think at this point,
serious?
most of us have known someone with cancer, and one of the first things that you learn when someone is diagnosed with cancer is they grasp at straws. They start googling shit. They start looking at other things that people did to survive. And so when you see this fucking narcissist cunt, which is what she is, instead of saying, "Hey, listen, I went to such and such doctor, they did such and such." No, here's a book. Eat some fucking kale. It'll get rid of your cancer. That's fucked
Right.
up because you know what? Maybe that book sold 10 copies. I guarantee 6 of those were people who had cancer.
Yeah, kale wrapped in veal.
Yeah,
She's eating kale.
exactly.
We're just not around to watch her and her eating exploits on West
I
End now.
and you know what? We'll never know because
We'll
this is
never
You
what
know.
won't
they
know
hide.
exactly.
They love to they love to say that they, put their lives out on the open for us and that they, have been like open and honest for forever, but they really haven't.
No, it's the opposite of
So there's nothing
transparency.
I would put past them, and there's no lie
Yes, that's
going
too
in that.
Yeah.
small. They
There's
lie
that
for
no
no reason, and once you lie that much, you're always telling more lies. He
And
doesn't know anything else.
it's
Yeah.
just
Or
the
it's
whole
either
show
that,
is
Monique,
just
or it's conflation.
it's
It's
just a
either lying or
contrived bunch of
Yeah.
bullshit to just kill air, and they don't give a fuck. They'll just speak. Like, for example, really oversimplify the situation. I was looking at Beth's Instagram, today, and you notice that the clutter with all these cats everywhere. What I mean, wasn't he a minimalist like 90 days
yeah,
ago?
minimalist.
So it's like he will spew whatever word vomit he needs to that day just to kill that time without
Oh yeah.
any thought of actually like following through on anything he ever says.
Well, that's what today was. And so David is saying right here, Robin said on air that when she was on her book tour for Vegucation, she was eating meat. And she and Howard just laughed about how she got away with lying.
What
Yeah,
a
you know what?
dick,
Fuck
dude.
you. All right, let me just
That's
say a
like
couple of things
so
before we start the
dicky.
show, please, guys. Shush. So today is Tuesday, December 13th. And we only have one more day of Stern shows before he goes on holiday for the for the rest of the year. And so today, which would have otherwise been an incredibly boring and non-essential show, wound up being a show where I must have picked about 30 some odd clips. And I don't know why this was. It was just well, Beth was on, so that's always like stupidity at its finest. A lot of discussion about, him losing weight, a lot of discussion about literally like two anorexic people and Robin
Filler
trying
show.
to discuss with us how they eat during the day.
Right.
And it was really fucking annoying. It was just a really annoying show. And so I did clip a lot of stuff. So I have to tell you, Jonathan,
Riveting.
that I'm not exactly sure that we're going to get to cleaning out the
As
computer.
long as you would save it for tomorrow, I'm fine with that.
Okay, I
I
did pull the Skeleton Twins in
knew you were gonna.
Barbados
I
part
knew it.
22.
I knew it. You were gonna do
So
that.
so I have those for later on. And so let's get started. So by the time I started the show this morning, I couldn't back up to the beginning because it was already around 1:30, quarter to 2. So I just started from where I was and then went backwards and started the show again when it came on again. Arm should not be echoing tonight, just so you know. I did do some fixer-uppers to
What?
my system here, and I'm thinking that we are in a good space now. So
Ooh.
we shouldn't have the
Benjamin, you should ask
issues
for a
that we were
refund.
having the other day. So I'm going to start out with a subject we all know so much about, which is Howard and Robin explaining nuclear fusion. Um, he started out the show kind of weird this morning. He was talking about they started with a panoply of things that he hates, which
Panoply.
obviously was like a million things. And he started talking about how he hates brothers who write together. And
Wait,
that
what?
started
What?
a conversation.
What?
Don't ask it. Don't ask it. Don't ask. It's just one of those things. And yeah, and that started I would hate to have an older brother thing. So let me start with that one
You're not
because
going to
that's
start with a
always
theoretical nuclear physics.
I do. I do
All
hate it.
brother
Maybe,
things.
well, maybe it's because I never had a brother, and I imagine if I had one, that I would be more talented than him, and I'd have to carry his weight. Like, so now we're a brother writing team. Yeah,
Maybe he'd be more talented than you.
I doubt it. Who's more talented than me, honestly, if you think about it?
yeah. Okay. So
Monique, did you know they had a brother team writing for the show? The Stangle
no.
brothers. Yeah, they
Who?
subletted them. Vinny Favale subletted the Letterman brother writing team. The Stangle brothers wrote for the Stern Show. So I don't know what the fuck. The Stangle bro. It's I don't know why I know this. It was they're a brother comedy writing team, and they wrote
That is
for
a
Letterman.
horrible thing to know.
I know. Well,
Between you and Xavier, I don't know who knows
I'm
more useful.
just cutting off his hypocrisy once again. I just that just popped into my head.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so of course this is how he starts the show. Then we hear about his high blood sugar, but I don't want to go to that yet because then that goes into the dietary restrictions and basically the things that anorexics love to talk about, which is food. So let me play a couple of other things. Okay, let me go into nuclear fusion because that was really important. Here we go. Oh, so Dennis, just in case you were wondering and you didn't hear from right in the beginning, it's Dennis's daughter's birthday.
Yes.
So obviously, I guess other things. So, okay, so let's hear about nuclear fusion. Here we go.
Now, it's what they call the holy grail in the world of clean, cheap, renewable energy. It's called nuclear fusion.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to confess something. Yeah, I don't even understand energy. Like, I don't even understand how oil is energy. I don't even understand how it works. I don't understand how coal is energy. I don't understand any of it. I'm like a fucking caveman.
Well, everything is energy. And it's, when you get to use it in something else, it's because it's converted so that it can be used. Like
what?
Well, their life is so charmed, they don't need to know anything, really. You don't need to know how gas is made. You don't need to know to pump gas. You don't need to get gas. You don't need to know anything about heating because he doesn't need to know anything. That's how charmed a life he and Robin have. I mean, why would he know this?
Water in a dam creates electricity.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the part you just said where everything has energy, and if it's converted, after that I'm done. Like, I don't know how the water gets into like my light bulb.
All right, go watch My 600-Pound Life. I got it. You're an idiot.
It was painful. It was just a horrible conversation. And no, he doesn't understand anything. He likes not knowing. So
when they like paying $4,000 a minute to a host that doesn't know anything. Right?
Okay, so to be fair and full disclosure, I did in fact have Xavier explain nuclear
theoretical nuclear physics.
What are you, Professor Stein over there with
half hour while he's eating lunch? He gave me like a caveman version of cold fusion and nuclear fission.
Yes. Well, cold fusion doesn't exist.
What is it?
Well, I said that this is different from the announcement, was it a dozen years ago when they said cold fusion, which is cockamamie. This is just essentially, this is caveman finally getting the fire going versus the spark that ignites the fuel inside your Lamborghini. So we still have a ways to go.
Okay, so we're not there yet.
Probably like a few decades away. But now it is up to the fact that they did get positive energy from this laser experiment. That means that it is possible. And now these have to have engineers figure out how to make it a substantial source of energy. Most energy, as everybody knows, is just turbines that spin. We use nuclear rods to heat up water to turn the turbine. You use a dam to the water to turn the turbine, and it's a dynamo. It just spins around, produces electricity. So, in theory, once we master fusion, there will be almost zero, with the current fission, we have all this nuclear waste. You're by fusing the neutrons into a bigger nucleus, you will get almost zero waste.
Okay, I love you, but I'm already kind of off the subject.
The best line, MFT writes Professor X.
Yes,
Magnus, we must team together to fight for mutant rights, Magnus.
Knock, knock, knock. Oh, look, Robin, it's Mr. Wizard.
Professor X is the greatest. Charles Xavier.
Xavier is so boring. Who put that up? Did you put that up, Xavier?
Well, of course I did.
Oh, okay.
I only put up my slams.
You can be
never play anything positive
with you.
This is ASMR.
So I'm actually YS. People don't realize.
So we're going to go on to him talking about. He got into like a whole thing about white people. I don't know why, but this was part of the nuclear fission.
It is a neutron dance.
And you can get off fossil fuels forever.
Yeah, I don't even understand that.
What?
I don't. I like when I meet white people who go, man, This country's got to remain white. We made all the great inventions. And I go,
That
listen,
guy
you-
with that accent made an invention.
yeah, I go, listen, asshole, you
There
didn't
you
invent
go.
anything.
Like you talk to anybody like
And
that.
just because you're white, don't take credit. I said, there's only like 10.
White race did something.
Yeah, like no, only like 10 white guys figures this shit out. The rest of
Yeah.
us are like,
He's an idiot. Okay. And again, this is like early in the show clips. So Xavier cooks the meth that Whisker sells behind Walmart. Yes, this happens to be true. Okay.
One time we tried to deduce if there was ever any black people in Castle Gayskull, and the only thing I could come up with, and believe me, I'm encyclopedic about it, is Tyra Banks and her financier. I guess she was engaged for 5 minutes in like 2012.
I
And
don't
that's the
know.
only black people I can think of that have ever been in Castle Gayskull. And
I
he's trying to
don't
act
think
like he's
I don't even think
down with
Robin's
the
been to
struggle.
Castle
I don't
Gayskull.
think so either. I think Robin was at the other man before he got the new house. I think before Castle, the renter he had, Monique, which is the one where John found the hair grow shampoo in the bathroom. Robin was there, but she hasn't been to the new place.
Okay, that's a curious thing. We're gonna have to parse into that one day because I don't really know if that's true or not. But let's get into Howard's high blood sugar. I'm gonna skip over a couple of clips because he was really boring early in the show.
So we're done with theoretical nuclear physics.
Oh my God, yes, thank God. All right, here we go.
I'm sorry, guys.
I get so excited. I don't eat ice cream a lot. You wouldn't believe it. I had my
All right, so he was talking about how he hates sprinkles because he doesn't understand how people put sprinkles on ice cream because you have such an amazing treat in front of you to be able to eat ice cream and to then fuck it up with sprinkles seems like an abomination to him because why don't you purely just enjoy the ice cream and why would you need to put anything on top of it as if the ice cream itself isn't something to enjoy?
That's kind of like fucking your yogurt up with granola, Monique.
That's kind of like fucking coffee up with milk. Remember, he had
Yeah.
that whole conversation about how he can't stand that. So he was going on about ice cream, and this is what he says.
annual physical where they take blood tests.
God, how many
You
blood
know how
tests?
carefully I eat. My blood sugar was high. Could you imagine? So now I have to wear a patch
They
on my
put you
arm.
on a monitor?
Monitor so I can figure out what I'm eating that would jack up my blood sugar. Because
I
for the
see.
life of me, Robin, I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat desserts. I don't eat complex carbs that turn into sugar. I don't eat bananas and breads and things
No,
like that.
complex carbs are what you should eat. Bread and pasta are simple sugar.
That's what. Okay, I don't eat the simple sugars. I eat a diet that is called the Mediterranean diet, and I am so strict with it, Robin, that it would make your head spin.
So we were talking about this earlier, and he's talking about his diet and the things that he eats. Do we think that he has full on staff, full time?
Yeah. When you spoke to
100%.
John, he
Are you
told you,
kidding
he
me?
confirmed it. He had the
He's a
staff
fucking
running around.
real. He doesn't do dick.
Monique, remember John confirmed the cooks and the staff, and gave you a whole rundown
You
of it
know, I
with
mean,
Beth's
okay,
kitchen.
so my question is right, there's 2 kitchens. I know
Yeah,
that.
I
One for
but
staff,
this-
one for them. But do you think
Duh.
somebody comes in and prepares food and then leaves? Remember that TikTok, John, that time of that girl out in the Hamptons?
Yeah,
That
God, good
family?
memory, bro. Yes.
Do you think that he has like somebody like that who comes to the house and like prepares things for them?
She
for the
comes in. She lives in the Hamptons very modestly. Comes in, cooks, and leaves, and it was a whole process. She showed her day. I swear, I wish I could find that video again. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
There's
that
no
they-
way they're living there. There's
Do
no
you,
way.
do you guys remember earlier this year when they had that bikini picture of Beth with the dryer, and then you could tell she didn't even know which way the fucking door opened?
Oh God, yeah.
It's like,
Oh, well, you know what? Can I swing to that really quickly because I have a clip that kind of sort of relates
sure.
to that in a weird way.
Monique, you remember the
know,
price
that
menu at
would
that
be-
supermarket? Not even a supermarket. She went. It was that crazy high-end market she went to where pork chops were $35 a pound or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it was insane. It was. It makes
But they don't care. You know what? They have a
No, I
budget
know,
for
I
the
know.
week. They probably give her like, $1,000 for the week and say, here, just go feed us. That's
See,
it.
that would be the show, dude.
I forget the name.
If they want to like actually spice up next year, instead of this bullshit time killer shit, talk about how much you pay your cook, how much you pay your maid. Talk about,
It's
do
the
you tip them
best.
this time of year? Talk
You
about like the
can't.
whole
You
vetting
can't.
process. I
He
mean, that
wouldn't
would be
do
an
that.
interesting show.
Yes, you're right, Mr. D. He doesn't even know what the Mediterranean diet is. Here's what he has for, he talked about this last week, but let's get into it a little bit more. Oh, wait, first I wanted to talk about the washing machine. Here's his way that he showers at night and his underwear. Hang on.
I always take my dirty underwear after I shower and I throw it on the floor to remind me that in the morning I got to put it in the washing machine. I don't want Beth to handle my dirty underwear. So I bring it over to the washing machine because Beth does our laundry.
No, he doesn't.
And I just hate bending over
You
in the morning.
can't take it over to the washing machine at night
No.
before you take your shower. It could just be done.
There's no explanation for this, but I hate going to the laundry room and putting my laundry in the laundry.
Okay, really? Really? There's so much on today's show that we need to dig into. I can't even begin to tell you, but let's start with the whole dietary restrictions and his specific breakfast and how he eats for breakfast and for lunch.
Well, I have said to you that yogurt with the granola and
no
all
granola.
Of that. What?
No
I
granola.
thought you used to do granola.
I have. Listen to me. You should know everything I eat. How dare you?
I'm now all ears because you used to eat granola.
Yeah, no. I stopped granola because it had too much sugar in it. I have yogurt, a handful. Now, when I say a handful, this is how specific I am. No nuts. I take a handful of nuts. It cannot exceed any part of my hand when I take the nuts out.
Listen to this
you do
fucking
different nuts,
conversation.
but all of the nuts have to fit into the palm of your hand.
I am specific. I have one handful of cashews, raw cashews, no salt, and one handful of pistachios.
Okay.
And a yogurt and like 10 blueberries. Hello?
All right.
Hello?
Well, there's still, lactose is a sugar, and that is what is in dairy.
This is Robin. This is Robin giving diet tips, just so you know.
I found a supermarket, Monique. It's called Cidarella's, which
Cidarella's. Sorry, no Cidarella's.
Okay, and the one in the Hamptons, yes, Lisa Stein, it makes Trader Joe's look like Aldi's. It's so
well, Trader Joe's is kind of Aldi's. I was just
it's way more expensive
today. That Costco is the Trader Joe of Sam's Club Aldi's. Like it's yeah, I love Trader Joe's. I shop there all the time, but Trader Joe's is like the poor second cousin to Whole Foods.
I meant Whole Foods. Yeah, I was confused the two of them. I meant Whole Foods.
Aldi's and Trader Joe's are actually owned by two brothers, the same family from Germany.
If you guys get a chance in the chat, go look up Cidarella's menu in Southampton, and that's exactly where they go. There's no
I feel
question.
like we should do that. Cashews, exactly, Jeremy. Cashews, Guru, Led Zeppelin. Yeah,
you got him, Howard. You punked cashews by mispronouncing it, and you got him.
So let's listen to lunch because lunch is a whole regiment as well. Here we go.
I'm doing that because the other doctor told me that I got to shit properly so I don't get some kind of colon disease.
The Metamucil is a lot of fiber, so that really shouldn't be a problem because fiber sort of nullifies sugar.
Robin, all I eat is like legit things that everyone tells me to eat.
What are you eating the rest of the day? What do you have for lunch, Mike?
For lunch? Now I'm almost eating no lunch. I'm almost like you. I'm not eating.
Just kill yourself. Just kill yourself.
Small lunch. And what is it?
What is it?
It's like salad and vegetables with some 4 to 5 ounces of protein. Maybe it could be fish. It could be eggs. It could be, something like that.
Who makes the fish?
Listen, it is absolutely
How is the
insane.
sugar getting into you?
Yeah, who's
Do you
making
honestly
the
think they're culinary savvy enough to make fish? You honestly think you're exactly right? Who's making the fish?
True, man.
Yes, Bon Jovial. I did get into a fight at Trader Joe's. That fucking
so
woman.
good.
That was
I
my
can't
first
believe it.
time ever at Trader Joe's during COVID.
As Tiger Lily says, the great Tiger Lily says, could you, there she is. It's triggering. It's like a phone call home to my mom. Right, Tiger Lily. Could you imagine packaging this and selling this to a podcast company? What you just heard as a new show. We're just gonna take this guy who makes the most money, this fucking guy who makes the most money in radio, package what you just heard and sell it to a podcast company and see what they do. How fast they hang up on you.
No, here's the story, Beanie Mac with Aldi's, right? Aldi's was started in Germany. Trader Joe's was started in California, right? So the brothers came to America and they were opening up Aldi stores. But then one of the brothers decided to buy Trader Joe's and they made a deal with each other that one would be, like to the west of the Mississippi and the other would be to the east of the Mississippi. So that's why, like, for the longest time, we had no Trader Joe's in New York. They were only like California and Oregon and whatever. And then at some point they decided that their products were different enough from each other, that there was enough room for everybody.
Monique, black guys and Aldi's, I love that Beanie Mac is an Aldi's historian.
Yes, fists were almost thrown during this altercation. Yes, I was in one of my moods, and this woman it was my first time at a Trader Joe's, and somebody was showing me the ropes. They were like, "Okay, come with me to Trader Joe's, and I'll show you, what's good, what's not good, what to buy, what not to buy." And so it was during the height of COVID, and so we walk in, and this woman is behind us. She sounded like that new woman. She's like, "Excuse
Karen,
me,"
as the kids are saying, Monique.
I'm like, "What?" And I just turned, like, I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "You're in the way. You have to keep moving. This is a single line." I'm like, "Who says it's a single? Who are you? Who are you to tell me I have to move?" She's like, "You need to be social distancing, and you're in my way, and I can't be 6 feet away from you if you don't move on."
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
"Well, then you'll just have to wait. You're 6 feet behind me, whatever." She's like, "My father's in the hospital dying from COVID. And you have no right to talk to me." And I just turned to her and I was like, "I don't give a fuck about your father. I don't." Okay?
Oh, that's sweet.
It was mean. It was mean, but she really
Is she what the kids are calling a Karen, Monique? Is this
she was
term I'm
absolutely a
hearing that?
Karen, but
Okay.
she was a socially conscious Karen, so it's worse because you're at fucking Trader Joe's. So it's really not Karen-esque,
Right.
but he was enough to drive you fucking batshit. And my friend never forgot that. She will still to this day text me and say, "I still laugh about you looking at that woman and saying, I don't give a fuck about your father." She's like, "I can't go into that Trader Joe's without thinking of that." But that's like, yeah, it's one of those things. All right, so we're gonna move on, and listen to this
That woman sounds like
comment.
Shuli in Las Vegas, Monique.
Listen to this comment. This is really just insanity. I don't even know how to process this. You ready? Listen very carefully. It's only 20 seconds. Here we go.
I got to chill out. I got to relax. Between my mother and everything else, I got a job. First of all, most guys my age are retired. I'm not supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be enjoying the good life.
He's not working.
I'm supposed to be on vacation.
That's not true necessarily anymore.
Yes,
like,
it is.
Rich guys are retired, but regular people are working longer and longer.
He's not regular.
Who the fuck are you talking to, Robin? Who are you talking to? The guy who's worth $650 million? That's not true. You can't. Only rich people can retire. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying?
She's
And
a
what's
fucking
vacation to
ignoramus,
you?
isn't she?
I
What's
like
vacation to you? Going down to fucking Florida? Your passport probably expired by this point. You have no life. You have no social life whatsoever. None.
I like what you had an exchange with Kate, the great Kate Tate today in the Mockery 30 Minutes. We watch this show a little more closely than most with a dog whistle, and his world is shrinking while it's completely surrounded by yes men and grifters who paychecks depend on him thinking he's still the king of all media. So anything he blurts out is met with genuflection. So instead of protecting his image, they're just protecting him from what people see. So more and more of his narcissism pops out, and that's exactly what that is. That's what she's doing.
Right.
It's the patronization that they think you don't know how rich he is. Even the stupidest among us know he's number one on Forbes entertainment list.
The stupidest amongst us.
Right? I
Yes.
mean, even the dumbest bobo dunderheads among us know
Know that he's
exactly what he's worth.
the wealthiest human beings in the entertainment
And
industry.
not only that, he's been retired for at least 2 years now.
Oh,
The
he's been
fuck is he
retired for
talking
12
about?
years. I consider him retired at serious. I think the day you got to serious, I consider
I'll
that
give listen.
retirement.
I'll give the physically walking to a place as not retired, even though for as little as work as he did.
Yeah.
But the motherfucker's been retired for at least a couple years now. There's no question about it. If you can do a 7-10 split in between commercials,
Yeah.
while you're working, you're retired.
Yeah. So the fact that she would say to him, only, the truly wealthy can retire. It's basically like somebody said, I'm sorry where it was in the chat, but it's just basically her saying, no, you can't retire, because then if you retire, then, I'll basically never see you again.
I love
Is
that.
what we're talking about here.
I love
Okay.
that bowling reference, Earl Anthony. That
Right,
7-10 split. Yeah, that 7-10 split. The bowling alley reference Xavier
Yes.
just made.
Yeah, that was. Thanks, John, for. I knew at least you would get it. You're like
Robin is the magic
one out
mirror
of
from Snow
200
White.
people that got that.
You're so right, too young. Robin is the magic mirror from Snow White. Whatever he says, she'll back him up and kiss his ass. Yeah,
That's right.
This is true. David says Howard and Robin are like wedged between two cliffs above a waterfall, pushing against each other in order not to fall. They will happily be each other's mirrors until one of them dies. Yeah, that's true. But don't forget, Howard's not seen her in 3 years. I mean, this is the person that he's supposed to be the closest to, other than his wife and his children. And
Jeremy Harrelson has a question for us, Monique, and if you see it.
I got it.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. Do you think anyone in this country has a more pampered life than Howard? Of course, there are richer people, but they all retain some individuality, like driving themselves and cooking. Yeah, that's true. I mean,
I don't think so.
I'm not sure how many people live the real life that he does,
Well,
because we don't know them. We don't hear from them every day, so we don't know,
He has when he was quote unquote middle class in Rockville Center and Roseville.
It's been a
He's always
long time
wanted that,
since
right?
he was middle. I mean, honestly, if tomorrow everything, all the paychecks stop coming in, how would it affect his life from here until he dies? Zero.
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
Well, that's the greatest reality show, is taking money away from him and watch him survive for 2 weeks. He has to live on, I don't know, like $100, like a reality show. Like he had to live on $100 a week and see what happened to him with his.
Can you imagine when
Somebody
like
said that about the Kardashians today? It's like, why don't you try living like a pauper for a week, as opposed to, making portraits of yourselves for fucking Thanksgiving and having a buffet for like 300 fucking people.
Do you remember The Simple Life, Monique, with Paris Hilton and
Yes.
Nicole? Have him do that in a reality. That was the premise of that show.
David, do you remember that show? Simple Life?
Is that the one with Paris Hilton?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was like a joke kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like,
for
what
them
is it?
to
What
go
when you
out.
take the most privileged amongst us and put him in
Howard.
that?
And that was a fun show because it was all scripted and they were in on the joke. And so I get that. That I appreciate. Howard's not in on the joke of him, of people realizing that he's wealthier than, all of us in the chat, and us included.
Seriously.
He has more money.
Yeah, no, you kid. It's
bro.
very true.
Bro,
he's voted number 1 on Forbes Entertainment money making list. I don't know how many years in a row.
Yeah.
Number 1. And it's just, I mean, these are people you think are richer, like Tom Cruise. He's richer than all those huge movie stars. You see Tom Hanks. He's beaten them. That's the insane level.
What? He made great fucking deals. And so listen, good on you that you can do these type of deals.
But
and
stop pretending you're fucking normal.
But stop pretending that you're normal. And stop
talk about being a rich guy.
That's right. That's the only way to make the show entertaining.
Don't have time. That's the thing that kills everybody. You work 3 days a week, 3 hours a day. Stop saying you don't have time. It's not like you travel. It's not like you enjoy life.
You know what? For someone who posted a video of fucking his wife playing that paddle ball with the most, you guys saw that video a couple of days ago when Beth is like with her cats and she's like,
with her stupid cats. Yes,
with
yes,
her Hello Kitty shirt.
Yes.
It's literally epitomizes their life in a
boring
30-second clip. And for him to say he doesn't have time, That is fucking ballsy, man.
This life is what Beth signed up for, but it's also not what she signed up for. She needs the access to celebrities all the time, the movie premieres and stuff. But to be around him and this scenario is also not. So it's a weird sort of dichotomy of fighting each other with her as to what this is. She has to be with him and his predilections. But what she signed up for is the movie premieres and the celebrity access. And she doesn't quite know what to make of this right now, I think.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
she doesn't have to pay her credit card bill every
Yeah, I
month.
know.
So
Well, what's the trade-off? Do you have to be with him?
that's
What is
it.
the trade-off? That's
With free
exactly right.
residence.
You made a deal with the devil, and
It is the quintessential deal with the devil, Monique. Exactly right. Perfect.
Yes. Okay, so
Well,
we're going to talk about Beth today and how he was nervous about the fact that she was going to be going to lunch. And this really weighed on him heavily. And then, of course, he brought Beth downstairs to talk about it. So let's hear the inception of this conversation.
A couple of things. I'm sitting here nervous.
Why?
Well, my wife says to me last night, she does this where we don't discuss it ahead of time. She just goes, "Oh, I'm going out to lunch tomorrow with my friend."
Big fucking deal.
And I go,
She just tells you
"Oh."
the last minute, like,
Oh my God. Can you imagine telling your significant other that you're going to lunch? Is
Well, it's
this a
also like a
thing?
fake thing, Monique, where he's trying to look like a doting husband, or he cares. It's almost like he's really concerned with what she's.
No,
It's
it's so
just
much
a
worse
fake.
than that. It's so much worse than that.
Yeah, but it's a
listen.
little of that
Please
too.
listen on. Please listen on.
so you
Well,
don't have days to ponder it.
right. She tells me, she goes, "Yeah, I'm going to lunch." And I go, "Whoa, whoa, 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 wait a minute." I'm still locked up in the house. I'm still treating COVID like it's a thing. And I'm still worried about the flu and everything else. I go, where are you going to go? You used to go outdoors. That okay, but now aren't you? Yeah, we're going to eat indoors, but we'll both be tested. And
Yeah, right.
I said, yeah,
Well,
but the
is she
waiters.
testing the restaurant and and the
No.
the
She
other
goes, "Oh, the
patrons?
Okay, number one, fuck you, Robin, who went to a Pearl Jam concert, I recall,
Right.
where she was amongst the entirety of a crowd and not too concerned about the fact that, just because they told her that everybody was being tested before they came in, that it was okay. But do go on about how
The restaurant's going to
dare
be
she go out to
empty."
fucking eat.
I go, "How do you know that? And what do you mean? What if the waiters say?" So I guess I get no say in it. And I know, I don't know. I know, I don't know.
You're an idiot. That's what we know.
Yeah.
That's what we all know right now. Is that yes, he is abusive. Yes, Tiger Lily. It is coercive control. Absolutely, absolutely. I know men like this. I get that fucking animal, and it's a horrible existence. But she sadly gives into it. She
what
will
else is she gonna
always
do?
But it also
call.
makes
think-
him look like a fake paranoid husband that he's concerned with her going out to. It's a whole act he's putting on here. If you buy
Yes.
that bullshit at
Yeah.
the same time.
Honestly, would you trust Beth to be like a cash register person at Trader Joe's? No,
No.
she's a
I don't think
fucking
she
idiot.
with the
She's
man
literally
hands.
fucking slow adult.
She is a slow adult.
She
And
is. I mean,
wait
I'm
till you hear the
sorry.
conversation. Yes, she is a slow adult.
Why
So
do you think it infuriated them, like, especially Beth, that picture got out of them eating out in Williamsburg with no mask and around celebrities don't count
I
as
mean,
germs,
by
right?
her
That
count on
infuriated them.
Instagram,
right.
she's been
Her-
around at least 8 people this week.
Yeah.
yes, I have that up for
Strangers,
us. So we're
complete
going to talk about that.
strangers.
Yeah, so actually, let me bring that up right now so that
So
I may
what the fuck is
present
he
it.
bitching about?
Yes. Hold on. Let me
Just fucking filler.
pull that
Filler
up.
show filler.
That's
show
right,
filler.
Crazy Robin. This is a show of someone with no passion. This is what you
Let's
get.
take a look. See. Oh, here we are. So let's see. Cats.
Let's do that count.
Here I am giving out some cats. Here I am giving out some more cats. Here I am. Oh, sorry. It wants me to log in, and I'm not going to do that. Here I am giving out some more cats. So, this week alone, she's given out like 3 bunches of cats. And
At least.
At least. And that's
And
what
that's
she does.
not counting her driver there and the people, the liaisons, the security.
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
there's.
yes.
So
So I'm
it's
sure
like-
she has a driver, and that's it.
I
And
guarantee
then,
she has security with her at all times.
oh, I don't think so. Who
I
the
don't
fuck
want to
is
bet.
she? Who the fuck is she?
I guarantee she has
Seriously,
security.
I have seen such big stars walking down the street in New York.
Yeah. Okay.
with not a
Okay.
single human being around
Bro,
them. What the
bro,
fuck dictates that she
okay,
has
do you
security?
remember how many times does he have SEAL Team 6 with him when he leaves the
That's
fucking
him.
studio?
That's him, not her.
Who's he
I
though, Monique? Who's
guarantee you
after
she
him
has
anymore?
security.
Nobody's
Guarantee
after
it.
Like, right?
him.
Who's he?
It's
I
just
agree.
an
I
ego
don't think
thing.
either one of them. I don't
It's
think
an
he needs
ego
security.
thing. I don't think that Beth actually has the security that he does. I
I
don't.
don't
I watched a
know.
video the other day of Tom Hanks walking down through Midtown with Rita
Yeah, but
Wilson. He
How about
passed
all the
50
times we
people
see
and
Mick
nobody
Jagger?
bothered him.
Mick
Yep,
Jagger just
But look,
finishes a
exactly.
fucking concert and then goes to a bar in Madrid or
Exactly.
yeah,
Barcelona.
but
Exactly.
you're talking about mental
Nobody's looking for
midgets,
him.
dude.
I
We're
know.
talking about mental
But
midgets who
it's
think
also
they're
a great way to bring
celebrities.
attention to yourself. I know, but he's
Come
It
on,
brings more
guys.
attention.
This is your
Exactly.
first
It
day
brings
here.
more attention than it otherwise would if he didn't have them with him. But don't you recall many times where Beth had to like go do some show or whatever, and she would bitch about the fact that she had to fly commercial
Yeah.
with all of us as
Yes.
opposed to private. Yeah, it used to kill her that he wouldn't send her private out to LA and things like that. So I don't know. I think that okay, I will give you that. I think probably her driver is probably like an armed driver guy, like an ex-cop or something like
Yeah.
that,
Smartest man got a gun.
which is what all of Ronnie's like ex-guys are. But I don't think that there's also security. I mean, she's giving me
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
so
Monique, I
yeah.
I
found
got
a
the
great
driver's
clip
strapped.
today, and you don't have to play it, but please play it tomorrow. Of
Right.
Ronnie lets it slip, and we did not catch this the first time. I don't think we did a show on this, where Ronnie basically makes a crack to Howard that I'm too old to be your security. Howard told Ronnie this in private. Ronnie said this in an argument with him. He let it slip that he was being aged out of security. Like Howard said that to him, and Ronnie let it slip on the air that
Which clip
you
is it?
can't. It's oh god, I forget. Might be the God Ronnie verse. Shuli won. I'm not sure if it's in there. It's like mixed in. It's a
Okay,
huge
'cause
fight
there's
he had
a
with Shuli.
lot
I
of
don't
them.
want you. I don't want you wasting time looking for it.
Okay, so let's talk about Beth's lunch issues a little bit more because it was really insane
So,
today.
but you see, she just goes, "Hey, I'm going to lunch," and I'm like, "Well, I get no say in it. I don't want to go to lunch." I said,
Well,
"Why don't
I
you
don't
have
know.
have
I
your
don't know
friend
if
come here
she's
for
like
lunch?"
Yeah, have your
one
friend
of
come
my
here.
friends. I had lunch with her last week, and we were pretty much in a closet. I
Right,
kept
sure
walking
you
through
were,
the
Robin.
restaurant, and the next thing I know, we're in a cubby that we're protected from everyone.
Oh, again, this is the same woman who went to see Pearl Jam.
That's right.
Can we pull that up, please? Let me see.
Even flow.
Herbert Arnold. Howard's makes twice what Depp does. I had Depp's earnings sheets for 12 years in a row. Howard makes double what Depp does.
Oh yeah,
If to give you any idea, that's how Amber Heard flew private. That's how rich he is.
Let's see. Do we have Robin at the Pearl Jam concert? I was hoping that we had a picture of that, and I don't see one readily available to us, sadly. But yeah, she was there in the crowd with everyone, just dancing away and singing along. But yeah, let's just go along with the, insanity that is Howard, and everything you say is just in agreement with what he says. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about their conversation. So,
Do you
this
think they just don't remember shit anymore?
no,
Is
I
this-
think
I
listen,
think that's starting to become part of the
Selective
equation.
memory.
yeah, I don't know. I just think that they just agree with anything that the other
Oh,
one says.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm starting to think that they just don't remember shit.
Yeah,
Well, it's
well,
what you were quoting Chris Rock, but Quisp before
Quishwalk.
Xavier. And Howard loves not to know. There's a lot of that too. That the thing he did with the put the money in the books, that old comedy bit he did. Howard is that guy. Loves not to know.
well, let's talk about what an infantile human being Beth Stern is. So this is a conversation that he's having about his wife, and it continues into the next clip. So let me just play this really quickly. So this is a conversation about how Beth wants him to clean the assholes of the cats because they get duty stuck in their hair. And yeah, like that. So it's
Is
just
she
a small clip.
insane?
It's just a small clip. Hang on.
You got to come here and see what I just pulled out. She goes, is it something really to see? I go, honey, you need to see what I pulled out. But she came over and she's looking in the brush and she sees the big dingleberry.
Yay!
And she's like, wow, you did a great job. And I go, I did. It was a big thing. And she's
Wow.
like, wow. She goes, that turns me on that you did that.
Germaphobe, pulling cat shit out of hair. The germaphobe. No free time either. He could
No
do,
free
what
time.
is this life? What is this life?
What
is
is
this?
this life?
How is this a show? Right, Tiger Lily? How is this a show?
Okay, so then she comes downstairs and he's like, did you hear what I just said about Mushu and taking the duty out of his behind?
Proud of you.
Right?
Yes.
She's
Everywhere.
literally
Me
retarded.
on camera.
You're on camera. Okay, why you look so cute?
Oh,
You don't
God,
wanna-
how many times are you going to go through this with her?
So cute.
You know
Fake
what? Get dizzy at the
modesty.
end.
You know what's so cute? You know what's so cute? You know what's so cute? You know what's so cute?
I
You know
love
why I
that.
feel bad for
From my
wife?
old computer, I lost that, so I'm obviously clipping that for future reference. But
Yes.
she does it a
Lisa.
lot now. She must have
The
done it like 3 times today. Ah!
Hey, Mo,
Fake modesty. I don't know. The
No,
camera's
don't put me
here.
on. Don't put me
does she
on.
get dizzy at the end?
Oh, actually, this time no. But she
No? Oh
almost
my
started
God, good for
crying.
her.
Because, she almost started crying because
Where was this modesty during Casino Cinema, Monique? With
Steve
Steve Sharippa.
I know she pretends she's not on camera every fucking time. Every time she's not
It's
on
their
camera.
whole life is about being photographed. How you
All
look.
they do. It's all they do.
Is she wearing
So-
the mush mouth beanie?
From Cosby Kids. I mean, Fat Albert.
Oh, yeah. It was the same thing.
Okay, so they start talking about how sexy and how gorgeous she is, and she's like, no, you're the sexy gorgeous one, because don't you remember that time that we were in one of the Caribbean islands? Don't you remember that time? So they start this conversation.
You know what I mean?
You
I
don't
want
want
to.
to
Oh, I
wonder
have
what
that.
the food is, right?
No, I don't want to know the local food. I'm not interested because it's not that good. But anyway, yeah.
I was getting my hair braided. Remember?
Yeah, you're appropriating other people's culture. Go ahead.
Oh wait, sorry. It starts with this conversation. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
everyone. That's a 50-year-old
Everybody
woman
what
speaking.
happened.
Yeah, this is. I'm going to start with a clip before this one, so I'm sorry about that. So give me a second. Let me do that. What's Beth's principal saying? Does anyone truly believe that there's any aspect of this show that is extemporaneous? No. When Howard first used this term riffing, that was your signal that nothing is improvised.
That's
Yes,
right.
you
You had me
1000%
at
right.
extemporaneous, Beth.
No, that's a beautiful word. Thank you.
It
for
is.
saying that. That's
I don't
good.
use it.
It's our
enough.
magic. It's the
It's
code
a-
to get 3 weeks of
That's a chef's kiss.
RadioGunk.
Okay, here we go.
Play Ken.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened 18 years ago on the beach in where were we?
She got her timeline right.
We took my youngest daughter.
So they can't remember where they were, and it's not as if Beth has been anywhere in the 20 years that they've been together, other than one trip to the Caribbean,
McAllister.
And
to
Kimmel's house.
Florida, and to the Kimmels, and to Mexico with the
That's
animals.
right.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Didn't they go to somewhere where he had to buy snake boots?
Aruba. Was it
Oh,
Aruba?
right. Virginia. I'm sorry. Yeah, West Virginia. No,
somewhere-
Tennessee.
Because he was worried about snakes.
Yes,
Boots
Tennessee.
for snakes. Okay, so they can't remember where they were, which is kind of amazing to me.
Jeremy
but okay,
Harrelson
let's-
remembers it. He got it right there.
What does it say? Barbados.
Barbados. That's
Puerto Rico?
exactly
Was
right.
it Barbados?
Yes,
I think
in
it
the
was
clip
Anguilla.
was Barbados.
Oh, I was going to say Anguilla or one of those places. But okay,
That's
These are
another
the
one.
same
Monique,
place.
he went.
Have
That's
you
a
been to
different one.
these
He went
places?
to.
let's go with it. Here we
Uh,
go.
Tell that story.
We took my youngest daughter. Where did we take her?
I think it was
Wyoming.
Like Anguilla or
Anguilla.
Not
Anguilla.
Anguilla.
no, I
Idiot.
can't
I
remember.
know,
we went
Oh,
to
I
one
can't
of those
remember because I've been so many places with you that this one particular.
They've been
I've
to
been
3
so
places.
many places. So
So true.
many. I could probably count on like 2 hands how many trips they've
Good-
been on in the
Good
last.
call,
10 years.
Monique. That's so true.
Which
There's
is
no reason.
psychotic that we know this.
some weird island.
Yeah,
Some weird
Weird.
island.
Some weird island where that caters to
no, it
Americans.
was beautiful. I recall it being amazing.
We went on a resort, because
Uh-huh.
I don't like traveling and staying like in in cities and things like that. I like to be in a controlled environment when I go on
Such
vacation.
an
You
asshole.
don't want to touch the culture of the country.
Yeah,
You
like I
dropped
just want to.
yourself into.
Yeah, I just want to be at a pool and I don't even care where. Like it could
The
be
pool
America.
could be anywhere, right?
You boring, basic fucking bitch that you are. You
Yep.
are just the most boring human being. Who does that? Like
Yeah.
seriously, who does that?
Thank
I
you.
mean,
Right.
I mean, I get it. Okay. There's a lot of people that don't get time off, don't get vacation, really want to go somewhere and relax when they do have that rare moment that they get to lay in the sun and not be in the cold. I get that, but you're not that fucking guy.
No,
You can do anything you want, anytime you want,
anytime you
and
want.
go any place in the world, anytime. Taste a new fucking food. Go see some art.
Yeah.
Experience life.
That's why we wish death on you, because you didn't live while you had the chance to. That's one of the many reasons I do. Benjamin writes, the more clips you play, Monique, the stupider I'm getting. And Benjamin's
Yes,
a
of
smart
course, we're
cat.
all stupid. We are
Yep.
all stupider for knowing this information about him. So let us
This is true.
continue about Howard being in Anguilla or Antigua or one of those fucking places.
Antigua.
Who
You know what I
knows?
You
mean? I
don't
want
want to wonder what the food is, right?
No, I don't want to know the local food.
No, never.
I'm not interested because it's
No,
not.
because he wants to be able to go downstairs, have some fruit and some yogurt, and go lay in the sun as if he takes the sun, as if he doesn't wear a hat and a rash guard. Like
Yeah, even when he does go to these places, the most controlled environment there is, with no risk at all in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing is left to his skill or adventure. It's all the most controlled shit.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Not that good. But anyway, yeah.
I was getting my hair braided. Remember?
Yeah, you were appropriating other people's culture. Go ahead.
Stop it.
Isn't that what that people get criticized for getting
People
their hair
say
braided?
that, but that's ridiculous. You were getting your hair braided. That's
thing
it.
you do when you go to those.
Well, my daughter was a little girl at that point, and Beth and my daughter were getting braids. It was fun on the beach.
Oh, you're so cute.
Braiding my hair was. She wasn't paying attention to my braids. She was peering over my shoulder and gazing at somebody. And it was you.
Right.
And she goes, "Who is that? Is that some?" What did she say?
She goes, "Well, you better say it."
She goes, "Oh, is that some supermodel?"
To me, she thought I was a model.
What an asshole!
She just wanted a bigger tip. You fucking moron!
That's
Exactly.
Like, what is wrong with you?
Exactly. Like literally, Al from Happy Days could have been the next guy and go, "Oh, you model?" And he would go, yeah.
Oh, you're so handsome. You're so tall. You model?
Exactly. Like Harvey Weinstein was the next guy. You model?
Oh, you model.
You
So
look
pretty.
like a model, man.
Oh, you both models. Oh, so pretty. You little girl, so pretty.
Yes, you guessed it. That was the voice of a 50-year-old woman you just heard. I'll say it again.
Like, you guys have been to these places, right? It's like it's the same tourist trap bullshit conversation.
Of course,
this guy
they know how
he's
to
the
work
first
them.
guy who's ever got called a model.
They know exactly the ilk that goes to. They know exactly how to work the celebrity type. They know exactly
Please,
what
we were
to do.
probably at like a Sandals or a Beaches or some bullshit like that. You know him. 'Cause that's where he used to fucking go.
No, you tip me now, man. you big white man.
You're so
Dude, I got one of the best compliments ever in Jamaica, and I was like, I was going to the bathroom. I said, "Excuse me, fat guy coming through." And the lady goes, "Oh, you know fat." I'm like, thanks. I'm not going to tip you any more than I was going to tip you before you said that.
I got the same thing, X, but it was Queens.
You're handsome. All right, so it gets so much worse. The whole conversation gets so much worse. So let me continue on with this. So Beth starts getting increasingly more aggravated about the fact that he's bringing up on air about her going out with her friend for lunch.
Wait a minute, whoa, Monique, are you gonna? So I had to corroborate that the clips from when that actually happened. I don't know if you want to save it for the end.
Oh no, let's. I would love to infuse them in. Okay, so
2003, it is Barbados.
Okay.
And I love the beginning of this. We've talked about this, how we believe that Allison had her lawyers institute a thing where the kids are not allowed to be around the skeleton twins without some mediator type of person. So in this case, they force Howard's ex-housekeeper to go on vacation with them.
Really?
They're always bringing a friend. You know how they're always, whether it's Ashley or Deborah or Emily, they always have a friend with them every time they're in the divorce kind of phase.
Interesting. All right,
yeah,
let's do a little bit of
I
that.
don't know where to begin. We took a week off. It was President's Week, so I went away with my kids.
Can you raise a little money?
Barbados. Very nice.
One of the reasons I can't stand it. I can't relax when all that's going on.
Yeah, well, you're also black, and there's a whole thing going on there because Alma, my ex-housekeeper, she's
Alma.
black. She came with us. And
Why?
she's from, the hell country is she from again? Yeah. I noticed that, like, other, like the Barbados women would not, like, really look at her. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Around and, there's a woman on the beach who braids hair. Uh-huh. So she corners Beth. You're going to love this.
Wow, I love that you have this circle back to that conversation. I love it.
I had it saved.
You know, like these black dudes who on the beach, you know, like King Tut, you know, and so the guys that come up to me go, "You sing, man? You sing?" Oh, they think I'm a singer. I go,
"Oh, he's a model and a singer."
Here it comes. Yeah, here it comes.
You're dude. They think you're, but I go like, they want to engage me in conversation. I go, "No." Just like that. I go, "No, I'm not a singer." And then I walk away like I'm an accountant. You know what I mean? I don't want them to know what I am.
An accountant has a certain walk.
Yeah, because I'm not going to go into like, you know, hey, I'm a radio guy. And then you know this story because no one will believe it.
They don't care.
On me, but I don't care.
What?
They don't care.
My daughter, my 10-year-old daughter, decides to get her hair braided. Mm-hmm. You know how they braid
the braiders on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're walking around, and the woman goes to Beth, "What, are you a model?" And she goes, "Well, yes, I am."
"Oh, well, yes, I am."
Yeah. And she goes, "Your boyfriend, what agency is he with?" So I go, "So I'm not even there. My kid heard it too." So that's what happened. So she said, my daughter went, "What?" She goes, "Well, with his hair, his physique, and
we can't figure out what else he might do."
I assume he's a model.
Oh, stop!
Right, wait a second.
You own the agency.
Yeah, there's no way anybody fucking ever thought he was a model. And I love that they remember this story because it's probably one of the only times somebody has ever called him handsome. And, you know, and it was in front of his child. So he thought that this was like a real.
Well,
Barbados
cool
has
to remember
basically
where it is.
Barbados is tiny, and there's literally one beach where all the tourists go. And it's just like, you know, the usual chotskis with the, you know, you would have like the dream catchers and the tattoos and all this other bullshit.
Beads and the ankle bracelets.
That's exactly what they were. So literally every 5 seconds, someone comes by and he says the same fucking line. But Howard's the only idiot that
falls for it. Totally. Yeah. But I do love the fact that they brought Alma, their old housekeeper, with them.
It has to be, Monique, right? That they're not allowed to be alone. I heard that that's a thing divorced parents do where the mom doesn't trust the father and they have to have a third party with them at all times.
Now, I would think that Alma was probably also a babysitter, and the fact that he's with his new girlfriend, Beth, have some free time with her. The only way he's going to be able to do that is if he brings somebody else who can watch Ashley for him whilst he's, you know, out having like late dinners and shit like that.
Late dinners.
Yeah, I know.
We need you to.
I'm just trying to example.
No, you're right. He can't do anything that neither of them can do, and they can't even take care of one 10-year-old on a trip.
No,
you're right.
And then, of course, this leads into the famous penis coladas thing. So, so we have to hear that because we're in that mode.
Leah's like, "I'm going to grow up." Howard, take Beth out of the picture. Wait a second. This is what the woman was saying. I'm not making this up. You can call my 10-year-old. She's not going to lie.
No. Idiot.
So then, you know, the kids know him with a younger woman.
They do?
Yeah.
They figured that out.
Because the woman goes, "How old are you, 20? She says to Beth. She's 30. Yeah. She just looks young.
I think that you put up.
Well, who's this woman? She sounds like a bit of a troublemaker.
Oh, I love that he has on, what's her face?
Leah Remini.
Leah Remini.
They're going into Scientology with her. This is way advanced for what it is now.
Ah, it's amazing.
Leah Remini, I swear to God.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Braiding woman.
Oh, she thinks you're a model.
Yeah, so then, so the woman goes, "Well, how old is he?" My daughter goes, 44. She dropped 5 years off my age.
Wow, she doesn't even know how old you are?
No, she did. She was embarrassed. She took my age down for my modeling career.
Wow.
They didn't think you were a model, dear.
Yes, they did.
Owned the age and
Howard was down in Barbados, white guy staying at the hotel. He had this guy, I don't know what he must have been about 55 years old, hairy back, wearing like a little bathing suit, like a bikini bottom.
Little thin speedo.
Yeah, I'd say the guy weighed about 200 pounds, big belly. And he had, it was so tight, he had a big package. And my kids were like, "Oh my God." They named him Penis Colada. And we had a whole song about it. "If you see Penis Colada."
And
He
got
had a
it all
song
jumped
about it,
into
yeah.
the little
Yeah.
baby
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah. And I said to my daughter, my 16-year-old, I go, look at the size of that thing. She goes, I can handle that. I go, get out.
There's no way that conversation went on.
None.
I love 10-year-olds listening to Rupert Holmes. Most they usually do, right? In
Yeah,
2003.
absolutely.
No way.
Most 10-year-olds can reference a song
There's
from
no
the
way
70s.
his 16-year-old said I could handle that.
Yes. Well, he loves that. That's him, right?
So
Writing.
disgusting.
That's
It really
why I
is.
need
It's
Shep.
gross.
That's why I need a third
Tiger
party.
Lily, you are so right. What a nightmare. I can't imagine being Allison and turning my child over to Howard and Beth any time at all. The thought makes me sick.
Do you
It's
think
so
that's the
true.
only package you stared at, guys, during that trip? I think this went
No.
well.
Okay, so let's get back to Beth this afternoon and how aggravated she was with Howard about going out to lunch. I mean, this went on for like 2 hours, just so you guys know.
Good.
All right. So am I canceling my lunch?
No, I mean, listen, honey. I mean, it's like I don't even get a say. I mean, you're going to give me COVID. You're going to get it. You're going to either
No.
I'm
get
working tomorrow on set.
That's right. You are.
Yeah.
So what?
So maybe we should quarantine from each other for a couple days after
Gladly.
my lunch today. I don't know what to
Is that
say.
what you want to do?
I'm going.
What are you doing?
Are we not?
But do I
able
not
to
get
go to restaurants?
But can't we Well, you tell me. That's the new normal for us. We're going to restaurants.
We decided that we were just going to be.
All right. I guess. Well, okay.
So
Nice
what would
knowing you,
pre-
Robin.
What would you prefer I do? Not
Robin is
go?
so upset about it. She
Oh,
doesn't
really?
want to
Oh
lose
my
me because she loves
God,
me.
here we go.
Robin is freaking out.
So, yeah, I'm not really sure which of my clips it comes up in, but yeah, so she's talking about canceling her lunch. But just listen, I'm hoping this is the one. I know it's really disgusting, Steve Z. I know this is a whole disgusting conversation that's going on right now. All right, here we go.
Well,
All right. Nice knowing all of
I'm
you.
not 65.
Yeah, I'm older.
Oh, right. He's talking about, people over 65, there's like a, 4.5% chance that you're going to get COVID. And she's like, well, I'm not over 65. What do I care?
I like the clip
Oh.
yesterday. Only the
You're not-
skeleton twins can make Beth a hot young thing at 50.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't plan on getting older like
I
this.
hear what you're saying, and I'll cancel my
No,
one
now
joy.
I feel bad.
No, you don't. You don't make me feel bad.
It
I
always
know,
ends
I
like
know.
that. It's the same script.
I
It always
know,
goes
I
that way.
know. It
It's
drives me
exactly the
fucking
same script.
batshit.
Same beat,
Batshit.
same exact
Same,
thing.
same,
No,
same.
now
Comes
you
in.
can cancel.
No, I'm canceling.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm canceling.
No, you're not.
Now I'm very mad at you.
Why am I
Because
mad at me?
Because you had
You
to
didn't
bring
even-
me on the air to discuss this.
Yeah, I'm afraid to ask you off
You
air.
knew exactly where this was going.
Of course you know where this is going. So,
Where
okay.
am I? Oh God, turn that off.
Oh my
I'm
God,
dizzy.
I don't want to be seen. So, so they're so proud of themselves, the skeleton twins. They're so proud of the way they eat. They're so proud of the way they talk about these
Oh, it's
things.
all humble. It's one big humble brag.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God! Wait,
Yeah.
listen to this. Listen to this. This is so great. I love it.
Thank you.
I'm going to say my husband brought me on air this morning because he's
Oh,
very
boy.
uncomfortable with me having lunch with you at a restaurant. How about if I just come over? You can take a rapid test.
Right.
I will come over and we will have tea.
Yeah, that's all you eat anyway. What are you eating at a restaurant?
lunch.
He loves that.
You're not
He
having
loves
any lunch,
I usually order a salad and pick.
and you don't eat. She doesn't eat
Tell
lunch.
everybody what I had for dinner last night.
Oh, this is so exciting, everybody. Just listen. Just listen.
What'd you have?
That whole sheet of stuffed shells. Then I ate. Rachel Ray sent that big, all
wouldn't
those
believe it.
sweets from Italy. I ate the
Why?
whole.
Why is she
Look at
selling
her
sweets to an
body.
anorexic?
Huh?
Why is she sending sweets to an anorexic if you don't eat? Why?
To be honest, Rachel Ray is like, one Happy Meal short of fucking obese at this point.
Although
so.
also too, Beth likes junk food, right? She does the move where you eat
Yes.
junk
Yeah.
food so it ruins your appetite, so you don't
Yeah.
actually eat real food. I've seen a
That
lot
is
of
correct.
She
anorexics. do
ate
I
after we ate
know. It
after a
drives
big
me
dinner.
nuts.
You know what she ate? Bread infused with chocolate,
No, caramel.
caramel.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
Caramel.
Oh my
unbelievable.
And I'm the one with high blood sugar.
It's caramel, you
gonna-
fucking
I'm gonna
moron.
Infuse my
Number
foot up
one.
your ass.
Infused.
I know. You don't deserve to use the word infused.
No, let's
You
continue.
79 IQ.
She eats like a diabetic, pre-diabetic, and I'm the one with the high blood sugar. It's just crazy.
And then do you know what I had later?
What?
Those
What?
stupid pretzels that you bought me. Those chocolate covered.
Oh,
Yeah,
Beth!
the Reese's chocolate covered pretzels for her. I
You're
just
gonna
had a
turn
whole
into
new
Anna
bag.
Nicole Smith.
But you know
This
what?
is the worst
God
show
bless you.
ever.
You got a killer fucking
So
body.
I don't
That's
eat all
saying something.
day. Is
Right.
my point.
Yeah.
But
So,
then I have the biggest dinner, 2 glasses of wine
so
every
why
night.
would you go to a
Oh, 2 glasses of
What
wine.
does wine do to you weight-wise? Nothing.
Now it turns to sugar. That's why when I stopped drinking wine, I started to drop some pounds. Seriously, it's like it is sugar. It is fucking sugar. But yeah, but that, I mean, if that's all she's eating all day, then okay, I
restaurant
guess.
for lunch? Why would risk it if you don't even eat?
Because I
Go.
want to see.
Yeah,
her.
but go to your. If I invite her over here, I won't
Okay, so listen to this. This was he says, invite her over here. I won't even be around. Like, and so listen to what she says.
bother you
See
two.
her.
You
No,
can have a
I'm not gonna
girls'
invite
night.
her over
I'll
here.
stay
It's
away.
like Grand Central Station over here.
All right, so then go to her place.
Why is it Grand Central Station over there?
Tell us why. Right. There's the
Why?
two of us, right? Two of you, right? Who's
2
over there?
people. How is it Grand Central Station? Are people in and out all fucking day?
You remember Alec Baldwin said, it's like a JFK airport in your foyer. I wonder if that's what he was implying. In addition to that, not just it's big, but that's actually some weird activity with the help.
I am pretty sure that there is help in and out of that place all friggin' day.
Yes, Gary Puppet showed you the overhead with the cars in the driveway when they weren't there. There was like 10
Yeah,
cars.
but that
in
was
the driveway.
one day, one view.
I know,
mean,
but we don't look every day, and we should.
I'd like to see a new Google
Yeah.
Maps of that.
Mad at you.
Why are you mad at me?
I'm mad at you.
You know I'm right.
I'm so mad at you.
Don't you think you should have at least discussed it with me? At least, I
No.
mean, you just make an announcement like it's no big deal. I was freaking out.
You were not sleeping over that?
Yeah, oh yeah, he didn't sleep over it. He was so
I'm
freaked
sure.
out that he was going out to lunch.
That's okay. You have 20 more hours to sleep, and
I know.
90%
The
of the
whole
year.
conversation is so fucking juvenile. So then Marianne from Brooklyn calls in to let us know naturally that she, of course, and hold on. So let me bring it up so that we can all join along with it. So what was it? Beth's furry friends. Okay, shop. Oh, it's sold out. Spirit Unity. Here it is. Let me just blow it up so that you can all see it right now. Hold
Yes, if
on.
anybody in the chat doesn't go back and listen to the very beginning of the COVID announcement, Howard is this sort of fake outrage infused with he's giddy. He loves it, and you could hear it. He knows what's coming, and he's had this planned for months and months and months. And he loves every minute of it. He loved it
10
then.
karat
He loves it
gold.
more now.
Yes. So okay, so here's this so that you can play along and follow the bouncing ball when Marianne from Brooklyn, that fucking moron, calls in. Here we go.
Family reasons that I have somebody that's elderly. I would
Okay.
never. I am so cautious. But that, on a lighter note, I got myself the necklace. I treated myself for Christmas, and it's absolutely amazing. I don't even know
Thank you.
I don't even know if there's any left. And what are you
aren't.
filming?
Sold
What
out.
do you? There are. Say it. Say where it is, because I can't think of the name.
No,
Sara?
they're sold out. They're not available anymore.
Oh my God! And how about the bracelets?
Yeah, everyth's sold out. So
Yeah, it's
sold
crazy.
out.
Beth
That's
designed
awesome.
Yeah.
for the Christmas holiday to raise money for her animal charities. She didn't make any money. She designed this
Yeah.
jewel.
Okay.
Why do you have to
And,
say that?
I guess it's hard to make jewelry because they sold out of them.
No, they're made in Italy. It's
Oh.
a really high end.
It's
Yeah, it's the necklace
10
she's
karat
wearing that Beth's
High-end.
wearing. You see it,
That's
Robin?
I can't see it. She's
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I know, Babe Lewis, right? You'd be like, "Is that the baby?" If you didn't know this show and you're just tuning in, you're like, "Is that the babysitter?"
Can we
It's a
just
50
can we just listen to the complete and utter bullshit that is this? For holiday delivery, you guys completely sold us out of our special Spirit Unity talisman, but you can still order for after holiday delivery. We are so thankful for the outpouring of support for such a beautiful cause. If you weren't able to get yours, don't worry. Pre-order and receive it in January with a complimentary aura cleansing mini bottle of Florida
Aura
water.
cleansing?
Florida
The fuck
water
is
has
that?
been used by mystics and shamans since the 1800s as ritual offerings, purification, cleansing altars of previous energy, summoning divine messages, and helping to unblock love obstacles. Add a few drops to your bath or dab on your 7 what the fuck
She's Madame Cleo now.
Yes, exactly.
She's exactly Madame Cleo from the 80s. Come now,
Holy
we tell you your fortune.
Play-Doh
you
the
become
toy. Yeah.
rich.
Can you even fucking imagine this? Seriously? Like okay.
Look at that Photoshop.
No, this is
Jesus
her selfie.
Christ.
She actually selfied
Oh,
this
dude. Look at that.
in portrait mode, not even in fucking landscape, just in portrait
Jesus.
mode with the
Holy
5 head,
shit.
fully resplendent 5 head, and the
That's-
clavicles, of course.
That's like
Someone who can't open a
POW
Word
type
document.
of shit.
And this thing came in 3 lovely ways. So it was the 10 karat gold for $750, the gold plate for $295, and then of course the Spirit Unity Talisman gold plated bracelet for $250. Yeah,
Okey-dokey.
can you even?
Jesus. What a fucking piece of shit. Like
The
if
total
I
piece
got that in my fucking Cracker Jacks box, I'd throw the Cracker Jacks box away. Like fucking little orphan Annie decoder ring type shit.
Totally, total piece of shit. Total
I got a
absolute piece of
I
shit.
got a talisman between my motherfucking legs.
Florida fucking
But
water.
you believe that aura bullshit, dude? Holy
Yeah, I know.
shit.
I know.
How stupid do you have to be to fucking give that like any sort of credibility?
I don't know. I don't know. I just can't believe that Marianne is stupid enough to spend $750.
She's not. She's a mark.
She definitely bought it. She was probably the first one to buy it.
She's the only one.
Well, yeah. Well, it's sold out. It's sold out for Christmas. See, it's sold out for Christmas. It's not sold out. It's just that they can't get the shipment in. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure that they didn't even think, oh, Sin Luhu, thank you. You're the best girlfriend in the whole of the wide world. You really are. I could probably get it made on Etsy for like $10.
Etsy, yeah.
No fucking joke. All right, so let's talk about some bunnies now, because bunnies are a cute story, and that's something I really like to talk about, because now I don't just collect cats, I collect bunnies too. So I need to talk to you about that.
And we were able to, this wonderful person got everyone.
So there's a fucking bunny story, right? Of course.
And we found fosters for them, and I took 2. And Honey Bunny found a wonderful home a couple weeks ago, but we were left with Sunny Bunny, and I was really concerned because Sunny Bunny pooped everywhere.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, I don't believe that rabbits should be in cages, so I have her in a nice sized pen.
Right.
I literally walked in, and there was like the floor was covered in poop.
Yeah,
so we had her
That's
spayed.
what rabbits do.
It's been 3 weeks.
They actually had the fucking bunny spayed. Like, who spays a fucking bunny?
Slowly but surely. Last night, 2 tiny little, do you know Brava poops are the size of an eraser? Only 2 in the whole pen.
Oh my goodness, good for you, crazy.
You guys
Robin
hear- you
says,
guys- you
I
guys
had
hear
a
the
bunny
Adder-
named Mellow Cool J. They're a lot of fucking work. Bunnies are a lot of work. They
You
really
guys
are.
hear the Adderall kicking in? How the
Oh
speed
my
talking
God,
now?
Jesus
She's getting her
Christ,
energy.
what a bunch of shit.
Honey
Something going
bunny,
on there.
honey bunny, oh my bunnies. Oh my goodness, listen.
Breeding rabbits for.
Don't buy Instagram.
We now have a rabbit that lives with us full time.
Jessica Rabbit.
Okay,
Jessica
that's
Rabbit.
not.
Jessica Rabbit.
That's
She-
not the one you're up.
That's
That's
not
up for
Sunny Bunny.
adoption. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
rabbits
and
have like
this
2
is,
years or
by
something?
the way, I'm calling on everyone to stop, breeding rabbits for.
Don't buy rabbits.
Yeah, because
Do you ever hear the saying people fuck like rabbits? Or
Yeah.
people like, I mean, do you know how many bunnies rabbits have, like on an average fucking lifespan? Like seriously, tons. Do you know that is like probably the main source of like nutrition for every fucking eagle and hawk that live
And
in the fucking world?
Nick Cannon's kids.
Seriously, Nick Cannon's.
Sean
I think one of
Kemp's
Nick
kids.
Cannon's kids' names is Sunny
because
Bunny.
rabbits as pets, they require work.
Yeah, they do. And I cannot believe that you guys are taking on fucking bunnies and free ranging them, no less. Like literally putting them into like a huge room so that they have all the space that a bunny requires. It's a lot of fucking work. And you're a
Whitey's
bunch of
on
idiots.
the moon.
And Whitey is on the moon. Yes, this is true. They do. They bang constantly. That's exactly right. Nobody breeds fucking bunnies. They just don't. So she said that somebody released 35 bunnies in a park and some woman went and grabbed them. And I'm thinking to myself, no, some bunnies fucked and had a bunch of bunnies. And that's what was in the park. It's just a bunch
Now,
of
Howard's bunnies wear condoms, Monique. You didn't know that?
locked up in a fucking.
Keep them locked up.
They keep them.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, this conversation is absolutely fucking inane to listen to. But listen to this conversation. Listen to this. So she's talking about how bunnies shit all over the place. So unless you spay them, they're going to shit a lot. But if you spay them, they stop shitting. And this is what Howard equates it to.
Amazing.
Here we go.
Because what they're doing is using their shit to, it's the opposite of what girls do, human girls who shit quietly so that they can attract guys. Rabbits shit so they can attract guys.
Okay. So girls shit quietly so that they can attract guys. But bunnies, I got nothing.
What are we doing? What are we doing, really? Come on.
We're getting stupider. As they get stupider, we get stupider. As
all I can say is thank God tomorrow's Wednesday.
And
seriously, that's all I got. Thank God tomorrow's Wednesday.
I think the plan is you get so stupid listening to this show that you'll believe their bullshit. Eventually, your IQ will drop so low that you'll actually believe their bullshit.
I don't know about that. I don't know that. I don't know if they forgot that we still listen to it because we've been listening too long. I think that's maybe our problem. I think that's what it is. I think we have watched General Hospital for way too fucking long, and they've started repeating the fucking the storylines. You know what I mean?
It was never this bad. It was never this enabled. It was never this delusional. All right, no new life experiences. This is what you get.
Well, they refuse to talk about the shit that could be interesting.
Well, of course, we know that. We know that they're not talking about anything that's of any interest to anybody. We know that. But don't you think it's just kind of weird that he would bring her downstairs to have a conversation, and this would be what the conversation is about? Yeah.
What did I say? The second the parents died, who's going to be the next person to be humiliated?
Oh yeah, it's definitely her.
Exactly.
Beth. Yes.
Exactly. He's not going to turn that shit on himself.
Yes.
The second that last thread of life goes out of fucking Ray's eyes, it's going to be 24 hours a day ripping on Beth.
But it's not even humiliation. It's more of a humble brag.
No,
she's lionized by the end of it.
He loves putting down the people around him.
I think
That's
looks
all
worse
he's ever
than she
done.
does more often than
That's
not.
all he's ever done. And
Gina Bobina, I have absolutely no idea. I have always suspected that there is some sort of causal relationship there, but I could never be sure. I just don't know. I don't know. Just so you know, I've thought about that myself. I don't know what you're talking about, Gina Bobina. Okay, I'll check my Twitter. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so let's move on and let's go to I didn't play the song, but I don't even actually remember what the song is, to be honest with you, but it's one of those songs that brings Howard into a dark place, and I mean the basic bitch songs that wreck Howard.
Yeah.
But let me think of what the song is.
The only line I know from that song that wrecks me is in a world of human wreckage. As soon as I hear him,
in a world of human wreckage,
yeah,
which is basically the key line to the song. But he says that those words, because it's the only words he knows in the whole song.
The only line I know from that song that wrecks me is in a world of human wreckage. As soon as I hear him singing that, it just fucks me up. I don't know what that means. Doesn't matter.
Because he's an 11-year-old girl.
He really, really is. This is what the music is. So, okay, getting back to what Robin was talking about earlier and the whole cancer thing. So they had this weird conversation later on in the show. And I think Chaka Khan happened to mention that Robin did mention that she was going away during the holidays. And remember, there was that whole thing about having to bring in her passport or something like that. So anyway, this was their conversation. Without saying anything, this is what they're saying.
Oh my goodness.
And so open my gift now, because like I said to your captain there, I want it, give it to her early, her gift, because
I said it to her captain. So he's actually talking to Captain, what's his name? Captain Dennis about when Robin should be opening her gifts. This is like such a weird conversation to me.
My gift now, because like I said to your captain there, I want it, give it to her early, her gift, because she's probably not going to be alive to see it after.
Why are you talking to Captain Dennis about giving her gift? Is that?
I don't know, Monique, but I'm still brooding from Howard quoting that song. I'm really deep in thought right now. He's really got. I've been down. Yeah, I've been downhearted, babe. Is another one. That's he looks. It's exactly. That's the K-Rock top 20 at the time, right? So he would always latch on to the song K-Rock was playing all day.
That song was playing when he got officially divorced.
Yeah, he thinks everything's about his. He's so egocentric that it's about his.
Never mind that he was probably hooking up with Hoes Are Us. Fucking for a couple years
right,
before
Steve's
that.
faking is deep. It wrecks me.
Yeah, it always wrecks.
Well, then I don't need to answer all these questions. Leave me alone.
Right. No, you're a piece of work. What am I going to do with you? Well, good. Do whatever you want. Go have a fun time.
All I can say is, I'll first of all, if I tell somebody what you're talking about, they all say, "Have you told Howard?" That's always the first question anybody asks.
Yeah.
And when I say, yes, I told him, then the next question is, how did he react? I said he screamed. Yeah, I didn't even get to finish the sentence.
I don't, all jokes
he just
aside.
started screaming.
And then I call your doctor and I try to yell at him.
So,
can you confirm that, Robin?
Let's say she's sick. You know what? She should be able to do whatever the fuck she wants. Sick or not, COVID or not, cancer or not. She's a big girl. She can
Howard's
do
the only one that has direct lines to everybody's doctor.
I called her doctor.
What's that?
I called her doctor.
Yeah,
Can
I called
you imagine? Can you
He's the only one they pick right up on.
Can you imagine, Xavier, if I told you that I was going away and
Arriva Derchi, cocksucker.
and you called I'd be like, who the fuck are you to call in?
Isn't there HIPAA laws against that?
To make sure that exactly.
Laws against that.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Monica.
you're right.
You can sue the fuck out of your doctor if they fucking talk to your friend.
All your weight, it falls on me. It brings me down. Everybody's you and mommy. Collective soul, you fucking
Hey Mo,
faggot poser.
a reminder, I'm tapping out in 5 minutes.
Okay, we're almost done with the show too.
No, that's cool. It's cool. You guys can go on for
Okay,
that
well,
hour,
thank
that's
you.
fine.
So, okay, then we had,
Just
of
a
course,
reminder.
our Lizzo victory lap, which, of course, what do you think the victory lap is? What do you think the caller who called in said?
Anywhere of that interview.
Anybody want to tell me what the caller who called in said?
Bruce or Lizzo, whichever.
Lizzo.
No clue.
What did the caller say?
I didn't hear what the caller said, but I'm guessing.
Doesn't matter.
Lizzo.
Every fucking caller says the exact same thing when it's somebody that they don't know. What do they say?
Well, play it, sister.
You've turned me into a Lizzo fan. I didn't know anything about her until listening to your interview.
Oh, of course.
You opened up a whole new world for me. Now I'm a huge Lizzo fan, or I'm subscribing to your show because I was Lizzo.
The interview yesterday was awesome. I didn't know anything about her. I can't believe how much I know about her now. And I'm walking around singing Lizzo songs. 42-year-old guy. Got my 8-year-old son singing Lizzo songs.
Right.
Let me tell you something about Lizzo. As we get older, we don't expose ourselves to new music,
Not that much, yeah.
Not that much. But I'll give you an assignment. And this is for everyone in the audience.
Thank you, guys.
Take her album.
No.
Can't even remember the songs.
Just put on the whole album.
There's that 79 IQ and hyperdrive.
No one will remember Lizzo 2 years from now because of this. Like Lady Gaga.
Idiot.
When she came on the show, no one knew who she was after that.
No, nobody knew. That
was like the death rattle.
My last two clips for the night are going to be about him going to Palm Beach. So a caller calls in and says, "What the fuck are you doing in New York? Why aren't you in Palm Beach?" Here's his answer.
You should be broadcasting from Palm Beach, Howard. I live close to by where you do down here. It is sunny. I'm lined up on back surgery. It's
my wife wants to have Christmas in New York. Oh.
Now listen to this very carefully because we were trying to figure out why she wants to say in New York, and he doesn't really slip, but he says something that's kind of curious.
Talk to her. I don't know what she's thinking, but that's what.
Yeah, they got overruled on that too.
Yeah. My wife, dude, I'm telling you, my wife runs my entire life. I got no say in anything. I'm not kidding. Part of being an infant, which I am, is that I've handed every decision, everything over to Beth, and she takes care of me. And then she tells me, I said, honey, I bought a place in Florida. I want to go be there. No, We're going to him. Okay.
Oh, where are we going? I'm sorry. What are we doing?
Yeah, want to finish that sentence?
Sorry. What? So
Let us
say that
in.
again.
yeah,
Say that
hang
again,
on.
please.
Yeah, let me go there. Let me go there.
Full
Here we go.
transparency.
And
Let
then
us
she
in.
tells me, I said, honey, I bought a place in Florida. I want to go be there. No. We're going to him. Okay. What am I
Where are we
going to do?
going?
What do I care?
There was a couple of weeks ago, the first day it turned really cold. I
Oh, my
said,
God.
I thought you'd be on a plane. He
No,
goes,
Beth says to me, Beth had the nerve to say to me, oh my God, I hate the cold. I go, you don't get the right to say you hate the cold. Why am
Where are we going? Who's gonna be in? Why do we need to do this? Why?
And when do you really need to be outdoors on any level? I mean, you're literally getting driven right to the door. There's never a time where you have to worry about the weather.
Absolutely, absolutely. You go into a car, you go into a warm car, you come out of a warm house, you go into a warm car, you go into another warm place. That's what you do. Okay, and then he says this because he doesn't really care about Christmas. So here's what he says.
after Christmas, I wish winter would just go away. I don't want any more winter. I want just Christmas, winter.
Don't tell anybody this, but I'm a Jew. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Your staff will confirm that. I can't wait to the Laura Fish Bar holiday
My
party.
kids all want Christmas. My daughter is, my daughter's coming in from Cali to be with me, and
Oh, get to see the grandchild, do we?
Oh, don't touch the Peloton.
Get to see, get to be grandpops.
How do you not mention the grandkid there? That's
she's got a big Christmas tree. Her husband's not Jewish, but my daughter Ashley, she wants a Christmas. She loves having Christmas with Beth because Beth does it up. She buys all the kids gifts. You should see. I mean, you should see what goes on.
Don't ask.
That's a good time.
10
Yeah,
karat
but
gold.
she was warm.
But you could do it in Florida.
Exactly.
Yeah. So see, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's never going to tell us why he's staying in New York and not going to Florida. But I kind of get the idea that, the whole family is coming in and whatever. And you know how much he hates that. You know, he hates it.
Yep.
If Ashley is getting married, like in the spring, maybe she's having her bridal shower. Maybe she's having it around Christmas. Maybe
Cindy Lou Who, phenomenal point. What? Really? Deborah's coming in, not going to see Allison?
Allison lives in Florida.
Allison officially lives in Florida, or is she back
Yes.
and forth?
No. Allison moved to Florida, a while ago.
I don't know what to believe with them.
There's
Multiple
nothing to
residents.
it. That's where they live. I don't think she works anymore.
No,
She
I'm
moved-
talking about where they're going and how they're spending Christmas. Like
Well,
you
don't
just
you remember
said,
they
I don't
spent
know.
Thanksgiving with her, so they're spending Christmas with
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's the way that works, I guess. I don't know.
I
And you're
don't know.
right, Lisa Stein. Beth is absolutely lonely. She looks forward to these things happening.
Anybody.
She looks forward to it. Now, I have a question to ask before we run out the clock tonight. Did we echo at all tonight?
Yes.
No, we didn't.
Last 5 minutes.
It was a perfect show.
No, did we echo, Johnny?
I'm echoing the last 5 minutes.
Really?
Well,
I was going to bring it up when we got off, and I thought it might go away.
Oh.
It's not as pronounced as last night, but it's a little bit subtle.
Interesting. But was it happening through the whole show or just now?
No, I just noticed it right
Last
now.
5 minutes.
Is he fucking with us?
Oh, look at that. You're echoing now. See, yeah, we're going to drive us crazy.
Hey, Mo.
Yes.
Can we go to that feed of the Stern family get together? Ready?
Yeah. I feel like I missed a clip now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, with you. So I missed a clip and I don't have it anymore, but it was a clip where Beth was saying, "Oh my God, Robin, look at you. You're so thin."
Yeah.
I can't believe I lost out on that.
I saw
clip.
you commenting on that in the mockery thread.
I did. Just give me one quick second. I want to look for it. I know you have to leave us soon, Xavier, but hold on.
I do.
Let me put on my readers and see if I actually have it here somewhere. Oh gosh, I missed out on a couple of things. I missed out on Ronnie's big announcement that nobody cares about. And that Ronnie is close to 80 and Jew Christmas, Lizzo. Oh, Robin, you're so tiny. Here it is. Okay, this is what I wanted to play before we leave. So I want you to look at Ronnie from yesterday. Oh, thank you, Frank. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So let's look at Robin from yesterday really quickly so that we can listen to Beth's commentary about it. So I'm not going to play this, but I just want you to see this is Robin yesterday. Okay. Oh, don't start G Kennedy, you motherfucker. So here's
Go. Like I said, I went to a Thanksgiving dinner with 12 people, but
Right, they were all
everybody
tested.
tested.
That's right.
Robin, you are tiny. You're tiny over there. I haven't seen you. Look at you.
Oh my.
How much?
my.
When is the last time you ate something, Robin?
What are you talking about? I ate yesterday.
What? How many times did
Wow,
you eat?
you
Who
look
said
stunning.
I was not eating right now?
You.
I
You
never
are not
said that
eating.
to you.
Are you eating?
I'm eating.
How many meals?
I'm
How
eating
many meals?
1 meal a day.
Hmm.
I'm like
What
that.
I do. But you don't eat the
Well, I got to say,
sweets.
you both look hot.
I don't eat a tray full of sweets. No.
She's like Aunt Lydia in The Handmaid's Tale. You know, anytime she gets even the slightest bit of attention or anything, she's just all over it. Like she loves that super skinny Beth is telling her that she's like tiny. She's tiny. This
Okay,
is like the
before
word.
I go, what's going on with the hair on that wig? The color.
I don't know. She fluffed it out. I don't know.
I get the style because it's a wig, but why does it have to be like fucking like orange green tint?
Because she's really deep down, she's a white woman. That's why.
Okie dokie.
Homage to Bruce Valanche. What percentage of this show over the years, I've been listening since the earliest of 90s, involves weight loss, weight gain, calorie counting, eating,
Okay, now the
fat
echo's
shaming?
really
It is
fucking-
insane.
I hate them. Happy holidays.
What is it?
Anyway, good night, guys.
All right, good night,
Good
baby.
night.
See you later. Go ahead, John. What were you saying?
I said, since I've been listening to this show in the earliest of 90s, what percentage of the repartee of the show involves fat shaming, calorie counting, weight gain, weight loss? It is his obsession since the day I started listening to this show for a guy who's not on television and won't show you one side. He has no reason to care about vanity whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Unless he was gay.
But Robin loves this. Robin loves the attention. Robin loves feeling that, you know, she's being paid attention to. I don't know where the cancer commentary came from on Reddit, and I did not hear that portion of the clip, so I'm sorry that I did not hear that. Oh, wow. See, arm is reverberating.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, I don't hear it at all. So just so you know, I'm running a test today and I am recording all of our audio as separate tracks so that we can see exactly where this audio issue is coming from. So we are in fact doing a test on this, and it's just kind of weird that it's just on your side there, because I've done everything on my side to not have that happen. So apologies in advance, everybody, if there is an echo going on right now. So sorry about it. So do you want to hear Ronnie's big announcement? Because who cares? Okay. If it would help.
Yeah, before Christmas break.
Wow, you're really distressed.
No, I'm not distressed.
What's going on, pal?
No, nothing's going on. It's just, you know.
Is it a happy announcement?
Yeah, no, it's good.
So why are
It's
you
good.
so upset? What's going on?
No, because this
What is
asshole
this?
ruined it. We were supposed to do it tomorrow, the moron.
I'll do it
Oh,
today.
really? Who told us you were supposed to do it tomorrow?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Dad!
We had a plan.
We had planned, yeah.
He's such an angry little man. It's just, I don't even understand how this is enjoyable for anybody. And they were on for like an hour today. Ronnie with Jonathan Blitt and Blitt
What
with.
percentage of Ronnie's persona is a shtick as far as just the fake aggravation? Because he knows what's coming. He's on the payroll. He's in 112. He's a Buckwall client. The fake aggravation is so part of his thing.
Do you think he's still a Buckwell client? And what's the
Yes.
reason for being a Buckwell client when you're not getting any work other than being a part-time freelancer on a Stern show?
He'll take the 5%. Look,
When
you
you
see his
think
client
about it.
list? Not
Thank
exactly
you so much,
the
Ed.
generous
As
hero.
always, thanks for a great show. Thank you so much, Ed.
Thank
I
you,
really
Ed.
appreciate it. Somebody, how dare they came up and said that they were Shecky on here. Somebody name. I don't know if you saw it before. All right, so here's the
Now, this fucking guy, he's sending me videos. He's sending me videos of Christmas houses. Now he comes on it and ruins the whole fucking thing.
All right, Ronnie. What's the big announcement?
All right, we're getting married this fall, okay? That's the big announcement.
This fall, which I find funny because it's December. We just had fall, which means it's a whole nother year, which means they've been engaged for how long now?
Well, that's the thing. Everybody thinks they've been married for 5 years.
So this is like big news to anybody, and they were
So
promoting this
anticlimactic.
so much yesterday, and this announcement came on at exactly 10:10, like right before the show was going to be over
So
today.
uptight about this. What? That's a nice announcement.
What's going to happen tomorrow that you couldn't say this today?
Because we had a plan for the Christmas break show, whatever.
Oh, I see.
Whatever. Yeah.
Who's we? Just the guys here and
me and Blit.
Oh, okay.
Blit.
So the big announcement is all right. Well, okay, we'll talk about it some more tomorrow.
Date. Yes.
What's the date? Do we know?
Do I really? I don't know if I want to give the date out.
All right, it's in the fall.
Yeah, the fall of 2023.
Wow. All right. And what do you do? What did you finally decide? Are you going to do it like at a place where there's going to be guests, or are you doing like a small thing?
No, it's a big deal.
All right. How many people do you have, Ron?
If it was up to me, it'd probably be about 25. But no.
Okay. But what do you? Where you
like,
at?
Probably like 150.
150.
Yeah.
1,000% Howard will not go.
So I looked up the age. Yeah, Brizzo, he's 73 today. I went down the Ronnie rabbit hole today to find a really interesting fight he had with Shuli. You don't have to play. You can save for tomorrow if you want. And I realized that the age difference between Ronnie and Stephanie is double Howard's and Beth's.
So how old is Stephanie?
Stephanie's 36. Ronnie's 73.
Jesus Christ.
They announced her age and they did this 2018 analyzation of them. And I realized it's double the age gap of Howard and Beth.
Stephanie does deserve a wedding, but she doesn't deserve to be married to him. I got to be honest with you. I don't know that that's like a thing.
She was bartending, right?
Yeah.
When he met her,
And then he sent her to veterinary school to be a tech, but now she's working for some online vet operation. Right. So she works from home. And apparently all she does is do like TikToks and Instagram all day because I always see her feed. So yeah, whatever. Listen, the fact that a 73-year-old can get a 36-year-old, God bless, honestly. Howard, although, was really fucking snarky about it because, you always forget Ronnie is only like 5 years older than Howard, and he's 3 years older than Robin.
Same demographic.
Yeah. And he's 4 years younger than my mother, but okay.
Yes.
So
Stephanie's parents are younger than Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness to Ronnie, I mean, the guy's kind of close to 80 years old. Of course, he's going to be a bit looking dated. I mean,
but
he's an older
that's
dude.
why he should
Close
take
to 80
somebody
years
else
old.
What?
shopping with him.
Fucking 80. Now I'm 80.
No, how old are you?
What the fuck, man? You know how old
I
I
don't know.
am. What are you breaking my balls
75,
for?
right? You're
No, I'm not
halfway there.
75. Get
How
the
old
fuck
are you?
out.
How old are you?
73.
Yeah, Howard does this thing, Monique. I noticed this today when I was listening to the stuff from 2018, where he pretends he doesn't know anything about Ronnie's life and Ronnie. He's been driving him for 30 whatever years, and he doesn't know he doesn't know that he doesn't drink coffee. He doesn't know that he doesn't eat breakfast. This is what I listened to today. So Howard does this fake thing where he doesn't know anything about Ronnie's life.
That's right. And he'd rather not know because you know what? This is his way of slowly absolving himself from ever having to talk to Ronnie again once he's gone.
MFT, wasn't that a Joan Rivers joke? A Jeff Ross joke about Joan Rivers, that Joan Rivers shops at Forever 71?
Thank you so much, Zach. I love you so much. You have no idea. Thank you for another great year of laughs and cringe. Coming up on 8 years for Gunk, and knowing you, both of you, hold a dear place in my heart. I love you too. You are a special person to us, Zach. You were with us right from the beginning. I cannot believe we are, next year we'll be coming up on 8 years of Gunk, which is kind of crazy to me when you think about it. It's a long time that we've been doing this shit show.
May 15.
So yes, and as I said to everybody on the commentary today, we will always retain being, free and who we are, with both the forum and with the show. Because what we do is just really for the love of the game and not for any other reason but that. Although I thank you all for contributing to us this year. You did help me buy a new computer, which is what I'm using for the show now. So I cannot believe that we're echoing. But
thanks for the echo. Yeah. Thanks for the echo, guys.
Yeah, I'll blame John. Hopefully, I can get him a new mic for Christmas or something. I don't know.
It ain't me, babe. It ain't me, babe. It ain't me.
So yeah, so we thank you for listening. Tomorrow will probably be our last show for the year. Although Zach, I definitely want you to be part of our gay extravaganza. Bon Jovial is working on a game show for us for the end of the year where we will have to play, and Bon Jovial will be the host, and he will ask us questions about RadioGunk throughout the course of this year. And we have to be able to answer his questions. So we are planning that for before the end of the year. So thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Beaverhausen. We really appreciate you. And thank you for letting us know about the Robin Cancer Scare. And David, thank you so much for contributing tonight. Happy holidays, Gunk. So appreciative of a place to vent about closeted billionaires. Yes, David will also be part of our gay man show as well. So we will talk to you guys mañana. Hopefully it'll be a completely uneventful show. He's doing a Hollywood Squares thing with people that we don't care about. So there'll be a lot that we pass over, and we will definitely get to some cleaning out the computer tomorrow as well. So thank you all for being here with us. Please make sure to like and subscribe, because that's how we get other people to listen to and watch our show. And other than that, Johnny, do you have a Deppening this week, or what
Friday, and we're going to be doing 21 Jump Street season 1, episode 8 with David. 16 going on 35.
Awesome.
We go to the Patreon because we have to do the full watch along. We
Totally
don't feel like fighting YouTube's.
Yeah, of
so
course.
We do full
You
movie
have to
watch
do
along
that.
too.
Oh, John, I can't wait till you see my gift. I'm actually sending it out to you tomorrow. All right. So love you guys, and we'll talk to you. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.